morning, HQTs, and a huge congratulations to all you Irish rugger fans out there. Ireland have just won the Six Nations. Amazing job. With one game left against a struggling England, are we allowed to talk about Grand Slam number 3 yet? Are we? Now, speaking of grand, we have a major announcement coming up at the end of tonight's show, so definitely stay tuned for that. Don't miss it. I'm Sharon Carpenter, question asker extraordinaire, and this, of course, is HQ Trivia. The rules to win are simple. I'll ask you a series of questions ranging from easy to hard. You'll have 10 seconds to tap the answer. If you get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right and you win, or you split that dash. Today's prize is an egg-shaped $750. That will get you the best seats in any of the remaining Six Nations matches. Or you could help send those England players to the breakdown school. They might need it after that one. Now, before we get started, quick update for you. Starting on Monday, we'll be moving the weekday shows back to the original time of 3 and 9 p.m. GMT. Okay, let's get this quiz kicked off already. Q1, which car maker's name roughly means 3 diamonds? Mitsubishi, Ford, Jaguar. Mitsubishi, Ford, or Jaguar? 3 diamonds. We like diamonds. A Jaguar's teeth may be sharp, but they aren't diamond sharp. The treble diamond logo is a pretty big hint here. It's Mitsubishi that we're talking about. 31,910 of you diamonds in the rough got that one correct. Mitsu is Japanese for 3, while the second part alludes to the diamond quality of their cars and electronics. Thanks for the check, guys. Make it out to Sharon Carpenter. Q2, what name is usually given to a political leader's close inner circle of ministers? IKEA shelving unit, wardrobe, cabinet, inner circle of ministers. What do you think? Wardrobe ministers, Brexit may be going wobbly, but we don't need to pull the Narnia card just yet. It's cabinet. Cabinet ministers, 30,904 of you opened the right cabinet there. These ministers are often responsible for the day-to-day management of the government, like arguing over how to build that IKEA shelving unit. Now, we see you out there, HQTs. Hello to Zoe Corner, teacher extraordinaire. Hi to the First Field Raiders and Jake from Norwich as well. And a very happy birthday to Vic01 and to Angie. Enjoy your night, guys, and good luck to all of you players in the game right now. Q3, in which children's TV program would you find the Fat Controller? Thomas and Foes, DuckTales, Thomas and Friends. The Fat Controller. Where would you find that person? It's hardly friendly to call someone Fat Controller, but this is a show about a sentient train, so fair enough, no foes here. It's Thomas and friends. Thomas and his friends, of course. 29,068 of you are on the right track, the right train track. Real name, Sir Topham Hatt. The Fat Controller is the head of the railways in the world of Thomas the Tank Engine, of course. HQTs, what is your favorite throwback kids show? Is it Rainbow, Play School, Magic Roundabout, Postman Pat, Sooty? There are so many great ones. Let me know in the chat right now. And now time to focus again. Q4, which of the following is not an Asian country? Bhutan, Moldova, Armenia. Which one's not an Asian country? Bhutan, Moldova, or Armenia? It sits between Romania and Ukraine, both of which are too busy being Eastern European to be Asian. It's all over, unless you picked Moldova. Moldova, your winning answer, 17,592 of you bowled over by that win. Despite its great wine, Moldova is the least visited country in Europe. Ah, well, all the more wine for the Moldovans, right? Good for them. Q5, what does a folivore predominantly feed on? Fruit, insects, leaves. A folivore munches down, chows down on which of these things? For the most part. They might eat a few insects now and then, but it's purely by accident. Can't get enough of that yummy, yummy chlorophyll in the leaves, of course. All right, 12,278 of you landing on the green on that one. The rest of you are leaving unfortunately. A folivore is a herbivore that specializes in eating leaves. Examples include possums, koalas, and my vegan friends. All right, hello to all of you repping fake locations in the chat. We've got Wakanda, we've got Nowhere, we've got Star City, Tilted Towers, and dare I say Durham? Yes, Durham is a real place. Who is really from Durham? Let me know. All right, back to the game. Which one of these is not in the strings family of instruments? Hurdy-gurdy, dulcimer, claviola. Not in the strings family of these musical instruments. Amazingly, these are all actually instruments sticking out like a tall, thin drum in a string convention. It's the claviola that's the odd one out here. Savage question. Savage, brutal question right there. That was grim. Just 3,462 of you pulling the right strings. The hilariously named hurdy-gurdy looks like a pear-shaped violin and is played by turning a handle at its end. Q7, we are halfway there, players. Who managed the first English team to retain the European Cup? Brian Clough, Alex Ferguson, Bob Paisley. Brian Clough, Alex Ferguson, Bob Paisley. They've all led their teams to the Euro double, but who led the leaders? The quiet genius who will never walk alone is Liverpool's Bob Paisley. Go Reds! Bob Paisley for the win. 1,096 of you got that one right. Paisley won it in 77 and 78, but Clough led Nottingham Forest to their double the following years. Q8, which of these primates has the least amount of DNA code in common with humans? Gorillas, orangutans, bonobos. The least amount of DNA in common with us humans. This is tough because we kind of look like all of them, don't we? The primate leaving Jeremy Kyle's DNA test empty-handed. It's the orangutans. Has the least amount of DNA in common with us. 360 of you got that correct. Now, don't feel too bad for the ginger jungle dwellers. We still share 97% of our DNA with them. Q9, sent from Wales, which simple phrase made up the first wireless message sent over open seas. Are you ready? I am here. Can you read this? First wireless message was a pretty big deal. But what was that message? It's hardly one small step for man, but the fancy speech probably came after. Are you ready? It's are you ready? 71, that was another savage question right there. 71 of you were ready for it. The rest of you, not so much. Now, this was Marconi's first success with sending radio signals over water. The message went from South Wales all the way over the Bristol Channel. It's not that far. Q10, which of these sitcoms had an Oscar-winning actor in a recurring role? Fawlty Towers, Only Fools and Horses, Yes Minister. An Oscar-winning actor had a recurring role in one of these shows, but which show is the right show? 3 shows overflowing with comedy actors, but which one had a serious face in the mix? Jim Broadbent played Inspector Slater in Only Fools and Horses. And 23 of you aren't fools, so you must be horses. And you are galloping on to the next round. John Cleese was nominated for A Fish Called Wanda, but didn't win. Poor Manuel, he's been hiding ever since. The penultimate round, players, here we go. Which of these best-selling authors is actually a husband and wife writing trio? Nikki French, Ellery Queen, PJ Tracy. Husband and wife writing duo. They say working with your partner can be hell. Well, this duo write psychological thrillers together, so hell is exactly what they're looking to create. Mickey Gerard and Sean French make up Nikki French. 14 of you got that one correct. Here we are, partners. It's time to step up to the final round. This is it. It's the moment of truth. 750 big ones up for grabs, and those bragging rights. Who of the 14 will take home the win? Q12, which leading seismologist shares his name with a movie star, Michael Douglas, George Clooney, Tom Hanks. A leading seismologist and a movie star. As a seismologist, he's used to measuring earthquakes, but even he must have been shaken to hear his name called at the Oscars. They're all top actors, but this guy is literally in the film A League of Their Own. It's Tom Hanks for the win here. And we have 6 winners, my lovelies. Massive congratulations to our 6 winners in today's game. Well done, each of you, taking home a nice chunk of cash here. $125 for each of you. We've got Crom, we've got Dermo19, Alex5679, we've got H. Margith, who's showing off those nice arms right there. $125 to each of you. What are you going to do with the cash? You could get yourself a classic Thomas the Tank Engine train sets, or you could go hang with our cousins, the orangutans. Why not? Or cop yourself a Six Nations ticket. It's the hottest ticket in town, that's for sure. What an awesome game. You guys smashed it. Now here's that special announcement as promised. During our 3 p.m. Sunday Roast edition tomorrow, we are giving away a mega amount of cash. $10,000. You heard right. 10 massive G's tomorrow at 3 p.m. By far our biggest prize ever. Do not miss this one, and please invite all of your family and friends for those extra lives. You're going to need them for the big win. I'm Sharon Carpenter, and as always, hit me up, not in the rugby sense of the word, thanks, on Twitter and Instagram, and let me know how you got on tonight. Request your shout outs, all of that stuff, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the big one. I can't wait. Bye.